Bonjour mes amis, my name is Freya and welcome to Miami. This is my layover. I'm desperately trying to get Wi-Fi right now so that I can let my mom know I'm not dead, but no luck so far. I'm only going to be here for a few hours, so unfortunately I can't hit the beach. And even if I tried to, my swimsuit's on its way to Ecuador without me right now. I'm gonna go and try to find my group and maybe a better Wi-Fi signal. Later! Hey everyone, it's Editing Freya and this video is long overdue. Sorry about that. I was waiting on some of the other students to upload their pictures and video as well, so I could really give you the best shots from the trip. Anyway, this is the view of Miami Airport as we were leaving for Ecuador, I think. It's been a while. Okay, we are in the van to get to the hotel now. I made it to Ecuador in one piece. But not quite unchanged. There was a lady on the plane who kept staring at me while I was trying to sleep. It was really weird. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys with another update when I'm at the hotel. Hey guys, made it to the hotel. I am exhausted and hungry and my throat hurts a little bit, and if I'm getting sick, I'm going to be really upset because this is not the time. I'm probably just gonna grab a bite to eat and then call it a night because I have to get up at 6 a.m. again because we're getting breakfast around 6:30, leaving the hotel at 7:30. Alright, I'm here at Churute Mangrove Ecological Reserve. I'm not sure what that means, actually. I think Mangroves is mangrove, but yeah, so we're gonna take about an hour hike, which I'm nervous about because I'm wearing sandals, and I brought my textbooks with me in my backpack. And then we're going canoeing, which I've never done before. And we're going to visit a cocoa and mango plantation where we're gonna get some lunch. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so apparently we're going on the canoes first. Something about the tides. Hey Caitlin, have you ever been on a canoe before?
Never.
Alright, well, you know what they say, friends who room together die tragically in a freak canoeing accident together.
We got 6 different types of mangroves in this area. We got 3 types of red mangrove, 1 type of white, black, and another one called button mangrove. Yeah. So
that's
the
like
dominant one around here is the red mangrove.
Red?
Yes. Right now we're already in a different environment, a salted water environment. Like what you want to see on the left and right side here, you want to see some holes in the ground.
The holes in the ground that the guide was referring to belong to these red crabs. I think that's what they're called anyway. Not a terribly creative name, but they're just called the red crabs. And when the leaves from the red mangrove drop and land on the ground, they scuttle out of their little burrows and drag the leaves into their little holes and eat them. It was hard to capture on video because they were pretty fast and pretty small, but hopefully you can see what's going on in these clips. So this was the view from the bridge of the canoes that we were about to take as we went down the Churute River. I was under the impression we'd be paddling them, but they were actually motorized, so that was a bit of a relief for me. It's slippery, and I am nervous.
Yeah, try to get there to the other side. Be careful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Try to stand there. You see there is a heron over there.
So here's me with the group that I traveled with. It was predominantly people from the University of Southern Mississippi because they're the ones who organized the trip in the first place, but there were actually students from all over the country, which was pretty awesome. So the good news is we aren't manually paddling, they're motorized canoes, which I didn't even know existed. And we're gonna see some birds and maybe crocodiles.
Maybe, hopefully.
We didn't actually end up seeing any crocodiles on the canoe trip. However, we did see a lot of birds, so many that I can't name all of them out in one video, and I'm probably not even going to attempt it across all the videos I'm going to make. But one that was particularly interesting was the Ibis, which had a hooked beak, which we learned was so that it could reach into the little crab holes to eat the crabs that had been eating the mangroves, and I thought that was just so cool because it was like seeing the whole little food chain. While we were there, we also saw these green iguanas, which were the evolutionary predecessors to the land and marine iguanas that were actually found on the islands. You'll see those ones in a later video. The canoe trip was also where I found this, a feather from the rosette spoonbill, which I would put into my glasses case and then promptly forget about, until the plane ride over to Baltra Island, where I would suddenly remember that not only were we not allowed to take any living material onto the islands, we weren't allowed to bring anything back from the islands. So anyway, that's the story of how I became a smuggler for the sake of a souvenir. Okay, so we are starting the hike, for which I feel utterly unprepared. But, I'm just looking forward to the food at the end of this. Wish me luck. So this is one of the coolest trees I've ever seen. Apparently, it's actually a parasite that latches onto the branches of other trees and then grows top to bottom. Oh, and we got to hear a howler monkey.
Too cool.
Same. Oh, and you better believe I took the opportunity to swing on a vine like Tarzan. But when we got to the cocoa and mango plantation, I saw cocoa fruit for the first time, which I didn't know it had a white, fleshy fruit part to it. So we cut it open and we got to try it. You can't bite down on the seed in the middle because that's super, super bitter. That's where the cocoa itself comes from. But the flesh part of the fruit, to my utter astonishment, tasted identical to mango. It was the weirdest thing. After that, though, they sort of walked us through the entire chocolate making process, from cutting open and roasting the beans to grinding them into a cocoa butter, which we dipped hardened molasses into, and it was really, really good. Plus, after that, we made hot cocoa from it, and that was just awesome. Alright, that's all for mainland Ecuador. I'll get started on the next video as soon as I can. Until then, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!